Good morning all of you. Let me first discuss to you all from class 8 to your new class, that is class 9. Today we will discuss in this video about one of the branch of science, that is chemistry, and also what are the chapters present in class 9th chemistry, that also we will discuss in this video. So let's just start. Up to class 8, you study science as a single subject, but from 9th, you will study in 3 different parts. First part of science is biology, second part of science is chemistry, and third part is physics, which you will study from class 9 to your higher classes. Now, let's just understand what biology is. Bio means life, logy means study. So we can define biology like this: the study of living organisms. Similarly, we can define chemistry also: the study of composition of any matter along with physical and chemical properties, that is known as chemistry. And physics is defined as the study of natural forces like heat, sound, heat, electricity, pressure, and etc. So in this video, we will discuss about the branch of science, that is chemistry. So let's just start. We will start with introduction of syllabus. In class 9th chemistry, total 4 chapters are there. Starting with the first chapter, that is matters in our surroundings. Second chapter is matter around us pure. Third chapter, atoms and molecules, and fourth chapter is structure of atom. So whole year we have to study these 4 chapters only. So starting with the first chapter, let's just see what are the topics and content is present in our first chapter, that is matters in our surrounding. Matters in our surrounding is first chapter of class 9 chemistry. In this chapter, you will study certain topics. They are as: first topic is type of change, means what type and how many type of changes occur, that we discuss in this chapter. Second is matter and its state. How many states are there, that we discuss in this chapter. Change of state of matter, how matter gets changed from one matter to another matter, that we will discuss in this chapter. Fourth topic is effect of change of temperature and latent heat. Latent means hidden, heat means energy. So what kind of hidden energy present in any state of matter, that we discuss in this chapter. The fifth topic is effect of change of pressure, how pressure affects change in state of matter, that we will discuss in this chapter. Sixth topic is evaporation, how evaporation takes place, what is evaporation and what are the factors affecting the rate of evaporation, that we will discuss in this chapter. Seventh topic is plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate. Basically, plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate is one of the state of matter only. So we will discuss these 2 topics in detail in this chapter. Now, last topic is chapter exercise and NCERT question, that also we will solve in this video. Let's just start with types of changes. Basically, in our nature, 2 types of changes there, that is physical change and chemical change. Basically, physical change is a type of change in which no new substance is formed. It only is change of shape, size and phase. In that, no new substance is formed and the material itself remains same before and after the change. For example, melting of ice. We can say that the physical change is a reversible change, means we can get back our original substance after the change also. So physical change, we can define it, it is a reversible change, and in this no new substance is form. Now, let's just see what is chemical change. Chemical change is basically a type of change in which always new substance is formed with completely new properties. And in that reaction, we are not going to get back our original substance after the change. And in that, the overall characteristic of newly formed substance is totally different from the first substance. We can also say that it is a non-reversible change. It is very true that it is non-reversible change, but under certain conditions it can also go in reversible process, but not in all cases. But when we apply a special type of condition, then only chemical change undergo in a reversible process. Like rusting of iron is considered as a chemical change. Now let's just see some more example of physical change and chemical change. Some examples of physical and chemical changes here, like melting of ice cubes, come under physical change. Boiling of water, mixing of sand and water, shredding of paper, chopping of wood, mixing of green and red marble. All examples come in a category of physical change. There are many other examples also. Now let's just see what are the examples of chemical change, like burning of wood. Metabolism in our body means when we eat anything, decomposition starts inside our body and it undergo in a chemical change. Cooking of food or egg, rotting of banana, vinegar, and mixing of vinegar and baking soda, fireworks, they all comes in a category of chemical change only. Till now we discussed about physical change and chemical change. Now we will discuss our main topic about matters and its characteristics. So let's just see. We will start with the definition of matter. Anything that occupies space and has mass is called matter. Earlier it is classified into 5 basic elements, that is air, fire, water, sky, earth, and nowadays it is classified on the basis of their physical and chemical properties. Understand like this, कि whatever the thing which we are seeing in our day-to-day life or in our surrounding, they all called as a matter. Earlier it was thinking of philosophers that whatever the thing is there, they all are made up of pancha tattva. They are as air, fire, water, sky and earth. So whatever the thing is there, they all are made up of these pancha tattva only. But after that, modern day scientists start working on that, and they said that air, fire, water, sky and earth is also made up of something, and it also comes in a category of matter itself. So what they did, they just classified matter on their physical property and chemical property. Here are some examples of matter: chair, bed, river, mountains, dog, tree, buildings, etc. Or whatever the thing we are seeing in our surroundings, they all come in a category of matter only. Now let's just discuss characteristic of matter. Now physical characteristic of matter. That we know that matter is made up of very tiny particle, and the name of that tiny particle is atom. About atom we will discuss later on. Let's just start our main topic. First topic is particles of matters are very small and have space between them. When we make tea, coffee or lemonade, the particles of one type of matter get mixed into another space particles of the other. For example, all of you are seeing here, it is written water, and here it is written potassium permanganate. So if we take either Vittel means that meal, either we take Vittel or sugar or potassium permanganate and we dissolve in water, after some time what will happen, it just gets disappear, or we can say that it just gets easily mixed up with water, which proves that there is a intermolecular space present in the particles of water. So by this it gets proved that particles of matter are very small in nature and having space between them. Now let's just see the second property of matter. Second property of matter is that particles of matter are continuously in motion. Means it always move from one direction to another direction, and this type of motion is known as Brownian motion. We can define Brownian motion like this: the random zigzag movement of small particles suspended in liquid or a gas is called Brownian motion. Mostly this type of motion we observe in liquid and gases. For example, like when we spray perfume, we are able to smell it from very far also. So which proves that the particles of perfume get mixed with air and it travel from one direction to another direction, and that's why we are able to smell it. So it proves that the particles of matter are continuously in motion. Basically, these state of matters are liquid and gases. Now, third and fourth property of matter. Third property of matter is particles of matter attract each other. Means there is a force of attraction working between them, and the name of that force of attraction is intermolecular force of attraction. Because of this force of attraction only, any state of matter remain there safe. Like solid. In solid, the force of attraction is very high. In liquid, the force of attraction is less. And in gases, the force of attraction is just negligible. That's why they are free to move from one direction to another direction. That we will discuss in later on. Let's just see the fourth property of matter is they have tendency to get diffused. Means they have particles of matter get easily mixed with each other. We already understand this, that when we dissolve sugar particles in water, it easily get mixed. Means solid particles get mixed with the liquid particles. So by this we can prove that particles of matter easily get diffused with each other or easily get intermixed with each other. Now let's just start classification of matter. Basically, classification of matter depend on their physical property and chemical property. So let's just see on the basis of physical property how many state of matter exist. There are five state of matter exist on the basis of physical property. First state of matter is solid, second is liquid, third is gas, fourth is plasma, and fifth is Bose-Einstein condensate. So we can say that on the basis of physical property, matter is divided into five states of matter. That is solid, liquid, gas, plasma, and Bose-Einstein condensate. In this chapter, we will discuss all states of matter in detail along with their characteristics. Now, let's just see the classification of matter on the basis of their chemical properties. Now, classification of matter on the basis of chemical properties. On the basis of chemical properties, matter is divided into two parts, that is pure substance and mixture. Pure substance is that substance who remain constant throughout the composition. No impurity is present in that. And mixture is a combination of two or more substance. Now, again, pure substance is divided into two parts, that is element and compound. Element like oxygen, hydrogen, and iron. And compound is water, table salt, ammonia. Now, mixture is again divided into homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture like salt water, mouthwash, alloy. And heterogeneous mixture is pizza, Italian salad, dressing, and waste dump. Now we will discuss physical state of matter in detail in our next